Welcome to the deep dive, and a really warm welcome to you, especially if you're, one of the many men joining us who've gathered so much life experience over 60.
Absolutely. It's great to be here.
You've seen a lot, navigated countless things, and today, well, we're diving into something really essential, taking active charge of your health with some simple, daily choices.
That's exactly it. Our mission today really is to cut through some of the confusion, maybe some of the silence around prostate health after 60. It's not about scaring anyone. It's about empowerment.
Yeah, because so many men, and maybe this includes you listening, have kind of accepted that, waking up multiple times a night or noticing a weaker stream, that it's just, well, inevitable, part of getting older.
It's such a common belief. That's just how it is. But the science, it tells a very different story now.
Right. It's not just something you have to put up with.
Not at all. Modern research really shows that prostate health isn't some fixed destiny. It's profoundly shaped by the choices you make every single day. And the great news is these choices are often much simpler than people think.
And that brings us to our promise for this deep dive. We're going to lay out 5 simple, totally natural, and importantly, free daily habits.
Yeah, no complex routines here.
Exactly. These are proven strategies, things any man over 60 can start doing like right now to help ease symptoms, maybe boost vitality, and actually protect your prostate against more serious issues down the road.
These are sustainable habits,
Yeah.
backed by solid research, and they really do offer results that build up over time.
And just to give you a little taste, one of these habits, it tackles a question, a kind of burning question I think many men wonder about, but maybe don't ask their doctor. Does regular sexual activity help or hurt the prostate? We've got a surprising answer coming up on that one. Based on some pretty compelling evidence, it could really change how you think about things.
Definitely worth sticking around for.
Okay, let's jump into the first habit. We're starting with something that sounds basic, but the way you do it matters. Strategic hydration. Smart, not just okay, leading to that urgency, that need to go constantly.
It becomes a vicious cycle. Irritation leads to urgency, leads to waking up, leads to poor sleep, which makes everything feel worse.
So the fix is strategic hydration. Explain that.
It's actually deceptively simple. Instead of that end-of-day catch-up, you sip water steadily throughout the morning and into the afternoon.
Keeping things diluted.
Precisely. Keep the urine pale and diluted, which drastically reduces that irritation factor. Then you consciously ease back in the evening. Maybe a small glass with dinner, but definitely avoid big drinks in the couple of hours before you turn in.
Makes sense. Have you seen this work in practice?
Oh, absolutely. I had this one patient, John, a retired teacher. He was getting up maybe 3-4 times a night. Miserable. We talked about this. He adjusted his fluid intake. Within a week, just 1 week, he was down to waking only once.
Wow.
He came back beaming, said, "I feel human again." And think about the knock-on effects, right? Better sleep means more energy, better focus, better mood. It benefits your whole life.
And there's actual research on this too, isn't there?
There is a study, I think it was in the Journal of Urology, looked at over 2,000 men over 60. Just adjusting when they drank their fluids cut nighttime urination by over 40%.
40%? That's huge for something so simple.
It really is. Think of it like this. Every sip you take in the morning, in the afternoon, it's a deliberate little gift to your prostate. It's free, it's fundamental, and it can make a world of difference to getting a truly rested night.
Okay, that's a powerful first habit. Moving on from hydration, our second habit is another one of those simple things that maybe we overlook, but it impacts circulation, inflammation, even blood sugar.
Yes, this is habit number 2. A light walk after meals. Small steps, genuinely big results.
You know that feeling, right? Finish a nice lunch or dinner, and the instinct is just to settle in, find a comfy chair, Maybe watch some TV. It feels good.
This feels like a deserved rest.
Yeah.
But that habit of prolonged sitting, especially right after you've eaten, it takes a quiet toll. The prostate often feels it. Well, I remember Robert, retired engineer, always joked about earning his spot on the sofa after dinner. But over time, his prostate symptoms got noticeably worse. His waistline expanded a bit, his energy just wasn't there. He didn't realize his body, especially his prostate, was kind of crying out for just a little movement after eating.
So the antidote isn't like running a 5K after dinner.
No, not at all. We're talking about a simple, gentle 10 to 15-minute stroll after lunch, after dinner. Just easy movement.
And what's happening physiologically when you do that?
Several really important things kick in. First, it helps keep your blood sugar levels more stable after eating, which is crucial. Digestion improves, and very importantly for the prostate, circulation to the whole pelvic area increases.
Bringing more oxygen, more nutrients.
Exactly. That improved blood flow delivers more oxygen, helps clear out waste products, reduces inflammation in the prostate tissue, and generally supports healthier function. For men over 60, this is a real preventative measure against prostate enlargement and those annoying urinary symptoms.
And what about Robert, the engineer? Did he try it?
He did, somewhat skeptically at first. But within a few weeks, he came back quite surprised. Fewer urinary issues, yes, but also less stiffness in his joints, and he even said his mood felt lighter. His words were something like, "I honestly didn't think such a small thing could change so much."
That's fantastic. And is there research backing this up too?
Yes, there is. A study out of the University of São Paulo looked at older men. Those who took short walks after meals had a 35% lower risk of developing moderate to severe prostate symptoms compared to the guys who stayed sedentary.
35% lower risk just from a walk.
Without any pills, just movement. And remember, it's not only about the prostate. These little walks are great for your heart. They help keep blood sugar steady, lower overall inflammation in the body. It's like medicine delivered through the most natural activity we have.
It really underscores how these simple daily actions add up. Okay, so we've covered smart hydration, gentle walks. Now, let's move to a topic that, well, it can be a bit sensitive, but holds a really surprising key to prostate health. This brings us back to that question we teased earlier.
Right. This is often the area where I see the most hesitation when talking with patients. Discussing sexual activity, especially after 60, sometimes carries this weight of embarrassment or, uncertainty.
Yeah, it's not always an easy conversation to start.
Definitely not. I remember one gentleman, a proud grandfather, probably late 60s, he leaned in close during his appointment, almost whispering, asking if being sexually active could somehow be harming his prostate. He was genuinely worried he was maybe too old for it or that it was making things worse.
That's tough. There are a lot of myths out there, aren't there? That desire fades or that it's somehow bad for you as you get older.
Exactly. And for too long, those myths have caused unnecessary anxiety. But the modern science, it provides clear and frankly quite reassuring answers. Which brings us to habit number 3. Regular sexual activity. Think of it as nature's prostate cleanse.
Nature's prostate cleanse. I like that. So let's dispel the myth right now. Is it harmful?
Let me be absolutely clear on this. Regular sexual activity, whether that's through intimacy with a partner or through masturbation, is not harmful to the prostate. Period. In fact, the evidence shows it's profoundly protective.
Protective. That goes completely against what some men might believe. How does that cleansing mechanism actually work?
It's quite elegant, really. Think about ejaculation. It isn't just about pleasure. Physiologically, it acts as a natural flushing mechanism for the prostate gland.
Flushing out what?
Old secretions, dead cells, potentially even inflammatory byproducts or toxins that might otherwise build up and stagnate within the prostate ducts. It's like regularly clearing out the plumbing to prevent buildup.
That's a very clear analogy, and you mentioned evidence.
Oh, very compelling evidence. There was a major Harvard study that followed over 10,000 men for 2 decades, 20 years.
Wow.
And they found that men who reported ejaculating at least 21 times per month had a 33% lower risk of developing prostate cancer compared to those who ejaculated much less frequently.
33% lower risk. That's significant.
It's a really striking statistic. And beyond just the cleansing aspect, sexual activity also boosts blood flow throughout the pelvic region, which is healthy. It can lower stress hormones, and we know stress hormones fuel inflammation. Plus, it helps relax the muscles around the prostate. It all contributes to a healthier gland.
I can just imagine the relief that grandfather you mentioned must have felt, hearing that it wasn't harmful, but actually beneficial.
Oh, his reaction was priceless. His eyes widened. He let out this little laugh, like a weight had lifted. He just said, "So, it's actually good for me." It really highlighted how much worry this misinformation can cause.
Absolutely.
So the message here is really positive. Maintaining sexual activity in whatever way feels right and comfortable for you isn't something to be hesitant about. It's safe, it's natural, and it's genuinely beneficial for your body, your mind, and yes, your prostate health.
That's a hugely important message. Okay, from nature's cleanse to what we put on our plate, let's talk about habit number 4. Strategic eating using food as medicine for the prostate.
Yes. And you said it earlier, every bite you take is either working for you or against you. This becomes especially true after 60. The body's just, well, less forgiving, and the prostate is often quite sensitive to dietary patterns.
Can you give an example?
Sure. I think of George, a retired firefighter, early 70s. Came in complaining of constant urgency, waking up 5, sometimes 6 times a night. He kind of sheepishly admitted his diet hadn't really changed since his firefighting days. Lots of fast food, red meat, not many greens.
A common story, perhaps.
Very. And when I explained the direct link, how certain foods can promote inflammation affecting the prostate, he was genuinely taken aback. He asked, "You mean my prostate actually reacts to what I eat?" The answer is a resounding yes.
So let's get specific. What foods should men over 60 be focusing on? What are the prostate allies?
Okay, top of the list, maybe cooked tomatoes. Think tomato sauce, tomato paste. They're packed with lycopene.
That red pigment, right?
Exactly, a powerful antioxidant. Studies suggest men who eat lycopene-rich foods regularly have a significantly lower risk of prostate cancer. Some studies show nearly 30% lower.
Wow. Okay, what else?
Pumpkin seeds, just a small handful, gives you a good dose of zinc. Zinc is crucial for stabilizing hormones and maintaining the actual structure and integrity of the prostate gland.
Easy enough to sprinkle on cereal or yogurt.
Totally. And don't forget cruciferous vegetables. We're talking broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, kale. These guys are loaded with something called sulforaphane.
Sulforaphane? What does that do?
It's amazing stuff. It basically helps your body's natural detoxification pathways work better, clearing out potentially harmful substances and protecting prostate cells from damage that could lead to cancer.
So tomatoes, pumpkin seeds, broccoli. What happened with George when he started incorporating these?
His turnaround was fantastic. He wasn't perfect, but he started making conscious swaps, roasted veggies instead of fries sometimes, adding tomato sauce to pasta more often, sprinkling those pumpkin seeds on his oatmeal.
And the results?
Within about 2 months, his nighttime bathroom trips were cut in half. He felt dramatically better. He told me, with a big smile, "Doc, I feel like I've taken years off my body just by changing what's on my plate."
That's incredible. It really drives home the point. View your food as medicine. Each meal is an opportunity to reduce inflammation, improve circulation, support that natural balance.
It's an act of self-protection, truly. And speaking of protection and repair, that brings us perfectly to our final habit. It's something many men struggle with, yet it might be one of the most critical factors for long-term prostate health.
Right. This isn't about a pill or a specific food, but about something essential that happens while you're unconscious. Habit number 5. Deep sleep, the silent guardian of prostate health.
Yeah, silent guardian is a good way to put it. When you ask older guys about sleep, you often get this sigh, this sense of resignation.
I hear it all the time. Tossing, turning, up and down to the bathroom, waking up feeling even more tired.
Exactly. I remember one patient, Bill, a former long-haul truck driver, tough guy, but he got tears in his eyes, admitting he couldn't remember the last time he felt genuinely rested. His story just underscores how vital, deep, restorative sleep really is, specifically for the prostate, too.
So what's the connection? What's happening or not happening during poor sleep that impacts the prostate?
During those deep stages of sleep, your body goes into major repair mode. Key hormones get released, like melatonin, not just for sleep, but a powerful antioxidant and growth hormone, crucial for tissue repair. Both help lower inflammation throughout the body, including in the prostate.
And if you don't get that deep sleep?
Well, the opposite happens. Stress hormones like cortisol stay elevated, which fuels inflammation. Testosterone levels can drop. The body just doesn't get that crucial window for repair and protection. The prostate becomes more vulnerable.
Is there research linking poor sleep directly to prostate problems?
Yes, and it's quite sobering. A large, long-term study followed over 2,000 men for nearly a decade. It found that men with chronic sleep disturbances, trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, poor quality sleep, had double the risk of developing aggressive prostate cancer compared to men who slept well consistently.
Double the risk.
Yeah,
That's really startling. It's not just about feeling groggy.
Not at all. It's about serious long-term health protection. And it's not just the quantity of sleep, but the quality. If it's shallow, fragmented, interrupted all the time, you miss out on those deep restorative phases where the magic happens.
Okay, so knowing how crucial it is, what can men do to cultivate better sleep? What are the practical steps?
It often comes down to sleep hygiene basics, but
Yeah.
applying them consistently. Creating a really good sleep environment. Quiet, dark, cool. Powering down screens, TVs, phones, tablets, at least an hour before bed. Blue light is a killer for melatonin.
Consistency too, right? Same bedtime, same wake time.
Huge, even on weekends. As much as possible, it helps regulate your body's internal clock. And circling back to habit 1, definitely cutting back on those fluids late in the evening. Small changes, but they add up to create the conditions for restorative sleep.
And Bill, the truck driver, did these changes help him?
It was like watching someone come back to life. He really committed to the routine, dimming lights, putting the phone away, being mindful of evening drinks. Within weeks, he was sleeping much better. He came in looking brighter, lighter, saying, "I feel like you've given me back 10 years of my life."
Yeah.
And his prostate symptoms significantly eased.
Incredible, the power of sleep.
It truly is. So when you think about protecting your health, don't discount sleep as just downtime. It's an active, essential shield. It guards your prostate, balances hormones, repairs daily wear and tear. It really is the silent guardian.
So we've covered these 5 really powerful habits. Strategic hydration, those light walks after meals, regular sexual activity as a cleanse, strategic eating, and prioritizing deep sleep. What strikes me is how they're not really separate things, are they?
Not at all. They're completely interconnected. They work synergistically. Better sleep helps you make better food choices.
Yeah.
Better hydration supports better sleep. Gentle exercise improves circulation, which ties into sexual health and nutrient delivery from good food. It all weaves together.
It paints a picture of how these simple daily choices can collectively really transform life after 60.
Absolutely. And protecting your prostate, fundamentally, it's about much more than just avoiding bathroom trips or discomfort. It's about reclaiming your freedom, your energy, your dignity. It's about the quality of life, the peace of mind every man deserves.
The men you've seen really thrive. They embrace these small things consistently.
They do. It becomes a way of life, not a burden.
So as we wrap up, here's something to maybe mull over. Think about how embracing these natural, accessible habits that are free, remember, might not just add more years to your life, but could profoundly enrich the quality of life